Okay, July 3rd. Take a look here. Gonna get some sunflowers here in a bit, and the chamomile is getting big. Looks like it's going to blossom here soon. So yay! And then this bed up front, got finally some mini zinnias. Bronze fennel doing fantastic, and marigolds there. We've got a second type of marigold growing called Mexican mint that is just struggling. And what we ended up doing in the spot where the echinacea failed is we just threw some beans in there. Let's see, we'll get some beans. All right, then herb bed doing a bit. We got the bergamot there. The marjoram is still just tiny. I can't get it past the seedling really. And we're finally starting to get some zinnias that I transplanted from cups to there. Yeah, it's fantastic. Oops. And then the flowers attract the pollinators, and where we had the broccoli and cauliflower, we planted with beans, to put the nitrogen back in the soil there to fix it. We got the Brussels sprouts. They're doing really well, I think. We've never grown them before, but I mean, there's some bite-sized sprouts in there. So I don't know if you can be able to zoom in that good or what. Yeah. And this is a afternoon light bed. So all these can tolerate that intense afternoon sun. And I moved an eggplant and a tomatillo up here just to see. And then I'm growing more little zinnias in little pots to see. The baby tomatoes. I mean, these little patio varieties are fantastic. I mean, it's crazy. There's more tomato than there are leaves on that plant. The picture on the seed pack is not lying. So we've got red ones, orange ones, and yellow ones. So we'll see how that goes. And then I got another planter box I'm going to bring over here and set all this up. Because these are the patio eggplants, and I got some parsley in there, and that catgrass right there. They chew it up. I'm trying this Malabar spinach. Now I'm trying a bunch of different ways to grow it, but this one seems to be the best. Maybe that soil in there is more to its liking. What have we got? Tomatillos, sorry. They're starting to grow inside the husk. Little squash. We harvest them small off these container ones. And it's a good experiment. We probably won't do it again. But I just wanted to give it a go. And then lemongrass and lemon balm and mint, and they're blooming, so that's nice. Okay. The cucumbers. Okay, so I planted a couple more down in there so it can start, because this one's on the decline. So succession planting. A couple of peppers that we had to move because they were just getting overshadowed back there, so we moved them up into the pots where our berry canes failed. Raspberries and what was the other one? Raspberries. Anyway, so yeah, we got little squashies growing here, and spinach, and the lime tree. All right, and this crazy patch, I mean, seriously, I turned my back for 2 days, and this is, I mean, they're just overgrown. And so I'm harvesting the green onions and the leeks beneath them, so they're not getting killed out, because there's just no sunlight getting to them as we go. But I mean, honestly, that's just a giant patch. And we had thunderstorms that knocked a few down, but it's just massive plants. The amaranth, we'll give it a shot. I mean, it's tasty, but I don't know when, I'm waiting for it to blossom, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to read up on it. But obviously it's native, and there are native pests that just love it. So we'll see. As long as they leave one alone, I'll sacrifice this one to get that one. We got little eggplants growing, and in here are pepper plants. They're still growing tall, and we actually have some peppers, and we picked a couple already. I don't know if you can see in there. Jalapeno in there. Yeah, more marigolds, and yeah, this craziness here. And then the second patch, and yeah, just like crazy. I'm letting one get big. I mean, it's over a foot there at least. Volunteer potatoes. Looks like that one's about done though, so I'll let that sit. But this one's still growing. Made in the Shade flower mix, which is just, as time goes, you know, each one will come up and it'll be really nice. And to have flowers back here, that's really nice because it's getting the pollinators where I want them. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see, this is a forest of tomatoes, and I actually, you know, watched the videos and I went and topped them, you know, just that way they can grow out instead of up, because I don't want them to go any more up. And I tell you what, there are some whoppers in there. I mean, that's coming up on a pound, I bet. And the basil is just thriving. Those two little ones, they're just keep getting bushier, but they're not growing up like this one is. So nasturtium, I don't even know what to do with that. I mean, I put it in where a recipe calls for pepper. I'll put that in there, and then we got the beans where the cabbage used to be. Oh, and another eggplant that I had to move because it was being overshadowed. I mean, it was like literally right here. So just had to move them. They had to go.